When a man found a tiger growling outside his door, he immediately called for emergency help. When a Russian man tried to leave his house one winter morning, he found it difficult to open his front door. On 28 January 2018, Alexei Kahadiev pushed against the unexpected weight, only to hear a growling sound on the other side of the door. He immediately retreated back into his family home and called the emergency services. Kahadiev lives on the outskirts of the village of Solontsevy. His house sits close to a forested area of the Khabarovsk region, where Amur tigers roam freely. Galina Samano, who lives nearby, told the Siberian Times how her neighbor had found the big cat on his veranda one morning. Alexei Kahadiev came across a tiger on his porch. He and his wife and grandmother live on the outskirts of the village, near the river and forest, she said. Just 500 of these rare creatures are believed to be living in eastern Russia, and it's extremely uncommon for them to travel through residential areas. Moreover, the Amur tiger's continued survival in the wild has been in doubt following a recent bout of disease. Kahadiev subsequently decided to leave the listless animal resting on his porch until expert assistance arrived. He began to push the door and heard the tiger growling, his neighbor Samano explained. He went back inside and started calling all the emergency services. The tiger spent all the day on Alexei's porch until the emergency team arrived, she added. After the experts from the Ministry of Natural Resources of Khabarovsk arrived, they estimated that the animal was an Amur tigress, aged about 10. They sedated the suffering animal and moved her to the Amur Tiger Center in Aliskova, Primorsky Krai. The center, established by the Russian Geographical Society back in 2013, is dedicated to protecting these endangered creatures. The center's initiatives, operated in collaboration with WWF Russia, not only fight poaching but also educate the public about the plight of the animals. Sergei Aramilev, director of the center, told the Siberian Times the tiger behaved absolutely peacefully, as if she was waiting for help. On closer inspection, the team of specialists were stunned to discover why the tigress had behaved in such an unusual manner. Firstly, they were glad to find no evidence of injury caused by poachers. The tigress was clearly suffering with severe dental problems, which had left her incapable of hunting. This had caused the unusually powerful creature to become weak and extremely underweight. Aramilev explained the dilemma that the team faced. It was clear that the tigress required emergency treatment, but using an anesthetic on the animal in order to perform the procedure could kill her. In her current physical condition, it's deadly to put her under an anesthetic, he said. At the rescue center, the critically ill tigress was given food containing antibiotics in order to help her undernourished body fight infections. Any injections required had to be given remotely, after the cat refused to allow staff to approach her, despite the animal apparently having come to humans for help. "We will not hide that the situation with the tigress is sad," said Aramilev. "Now everything depends on her. We really hope that the tigress will pick herself up and survive. For our part, we're doing everything possible." Speaking to Down to Earth magazine about the Amur tiger, Aramilev said the number of animals in the wild may now be rising due to increased political interest in their plight. Unfortunately, though, despite several weeks of medical attention by the dedicated team at the Amur Tiger Center, the tigress died. Although she had gum disease and no upper teeth, the animal had still been eating minced meat and had even managed to put on some weight. The staff had begun to grow hopeful when the tigress had become more active in her enclosure, but it turned out that the medical treatment had come too late to save the animal. Viktor Kuzmenko, director of the Amur Tiger Center, told the Siberian Times that despite the team's best efforts, age and illnesses took over. Sadly, the tigress couldn't fight her illness, he added. She was in a hopeless state, extremely exhausted. There even was no fat on her heart. Nothing could save her. Nonetheless, the center's work to conserve the Amur tiger will continue. Following her death, scientists discovered that the tigress had been suffering from a number of health problems that could be linked to her age. They described it as extraordinary that she had seemingly sought human help during her final weeks in the wild.